Hey everybody, it's me, AkashaWolf, and today I am here with my beautiful boyfriend, the MotorcycleBoss, and today we are going to be talking about something. Well, I'm basically going to be talking about it, but I'm going to be teaching him something and teaching you guys something at the same time. I've been getting a lot of, questions and comments and stuff about crystals lately, and not just lately, but for a while now, and I'm very surprised I haven't done more videos on crystals, because it's just something that we all work with in magic and stuff. And some of us just are super obsessed with them. That's like our #1 thing when it comes to magic is crystals. And it was one of my really big things for a while. It still is, but I noticed that I've, turned to other things and checked them out, and just, learning, you kind of sit and try to perfect one thing and then you move on to another and just continue. So my mother is actually someone who is obsessed with crystals. She's got way more than I do. She has so many. She has this weird obsession with like the moonstones or the opalite, egg stones. She's obsessed with those. She has this big old bag full of those. Apparently they're like all unique to her in some kind of way. But anyways, I'm going to teach you how to sense crystal energy. And this is extremely important when it comes to finding crystals to help you in your magical work. It's very important for seeing if there's a particular crystal that you need in your life, because there's a lot of necklaces out there that are, crystal necklaces, and they each have a different meaning. So gemstones and crystals, whatever you want to call it, they all have different meanings and they all serve different purposes. So they help you with different things in your life, or something you might be going through, or even help you balance out your chakras or a particular chakra. When it comes to energies and stuff, you have certain stones that just call out to you. You just feel drawn to certain ones. And the reason why that happens is because that's what you need in your life at that time. When you experience something like that, it's good for you to find out what the stone is and try to find out the definition of that stone, I guess you could say, because they all have different characteristics. And when you look at that and it seems like it's supposed to help certain things, then you know that you might have issues with whatever it might be supposed to be helping you with. For example, Bloodstone. I keep on mentioning this like all the time. It's a really great stone for healing. So if you seem to be constantly drawn to a Bloodstone, it may mean that you have maybe something wrong physically with your body that the Bloodstone wants to help heal. One of the first times I felt crystal energy was when my grandmother actually taught me how to do this. And we went to Psychic Eye, and I was really young when we went, and I had no idea about, crystal energy. But she told me that crystals had a heartbeat. And I was like, what? It's a rock. Why would it have a freaking heartbeat? So she grabbed one of the crystals and put it in my hand, and she told me, like, relax my hand, just set it out, and to put a stone right there and just feel it. And that's what we're going to go over right now and try to teach you guys how to feel it. The reason why I have him here is because I'm going to teach him how to feel it, and we'll see if he feels anything. And he's a skeptic and stuff like that, so I don't know what to say about that, because you don't always feel the energy your first time. Sometimes it just takes practice to feel energy in general. But yeah, you guys like my shirt? It says, "Happy Halloween, witches." I feel like that would say something else. That's a bad word, but that's what it says. So let's get started. I found my baggie anyway that I told you guys about that I couldn't find. The first thing you're going to do is find a crystal or stone that just calls to you. So if you're in a store or whatever, or you have a couple of stones already, just lay them out and grab the one that just catches your attention. So right now I'm going to have him pick out a couple that catches his attention. Alright, so we just got done looking for stones and stuff. He actually brought in some of his own that he really loves, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I guess he picked, how many did you pick? 3. So he picked 3, and I ended up picking a crap load. But again, these are my stones, so whenever I do purchase them, I like to feel them before I buy them. And I picked out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7, and he picked 3. Pick the one you want to feel.
This one.
Oh my goodness, he almost dropped it. So, which one is this?
This is obsidian. It's a raw block of obsidian.
Yeah, and then the other one he picked out was lapis lazuli and citrine. Lapis lazuli, I guess, is one of his favorite stones, and he didn't even realize that that was that stone. It's hard to tell because they're in these like little containers, but that was the one that like called to him. All right, so usually what you're supposed to do is hold your hands out, or hold one of your hands out, and yes, so you just relax your hand. Is your hand relaxed? Oh, my bad. Is your hand relaxed? Yes, relax. Alright, so what you're supposed to do, like a lot of people will close their eyes because it helps them focus better, but you want to focus on the stone. You just want to try to feel it. You're not trying to feel like the actual, like what the stone actually feels like, you know, like cold and just hard and pokey, but you just want to see if you feel something coming from like your hand, but from the stone. And some of us will feel like heat, little poking kind of, like as if it went like this a little bit, like a heartbeat too, also tingle little sensations, even coolness. Some of us experience coolness. I've never experienced it myself, only in locations, but never from a stone. I noticed that I do feel it a lot in my solar plexus, like I feel like I have sparkles or something happening in there, or butterflies. So, do you feel anything coming from the stone? Or are you just listening to me talk? Focus. So, how are you going about this?
I'm feeling what the stone is doing to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get any subtle vibrations, any little needle pricking, any temperature changes.
Like where you want to feel it from is about like the palm of your hand. Maybe this one's a little too big, but usually size doesn't matter.
Size always matters.
Now just breathe in and out. Try to like get your energy, if you can like picture your energy as light, any color light that you prefer, like just flowing into the stone, and then try to like get it to push back to you, like pull energy from it in a sense. So just like breathe in, breathe out, relax, let go. Do you feel anything? But this is how I'm explaining to him is the process.
A little bit. It's not where you said though.
Where are you receiving it?
Between my pointer finger and my middle finger at the base.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a really tiny vibration.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's just my muscle spazzing or something like that.
See, a little skeptic thing going on. Alright, so...
Well, I can probably just get a shoe and do the same thing.
That's so mean.
So...
But, yeah, basically just like breathe in, breathe out. Just try to feel from like your hands. Like even as I'm saying this right now, I'm just feeling like my own energy. You feeling any? Cool.
Same thing.
Do you want to switch stones?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay. We got something. Relax your hand. Doesn't have to be that relaxed, but yeah, relax. That's how your hand is when it relaxes? This is my hand when it relaxes.
Well, I ride motorcycles all day, so... Grips.
That's a crazy relaxed hand. Look at this. This is his hand relaxed. Alright.
That's just motorcycles.
It's like motorcycle hand.
Mm-hmm.
Lapis lazuli. Whenever I feel energy from lapis lazuli, it's very, like, definite, I guess I could say. I really feel it. It almost feels like sometimes like it's going to flip over in my hand. It's a really strong stone for me, I think. So when you're feeling the energy, sometimes different things will come to you. Different emotions, different feelings. You might feel certain sensations in different parts of your body, and those have meaning. When you are practicing feeling energy from stones, it's good to write down what you're feeling when you're doing it, like any emotions and any sensations that you're receiving. And of course you want to list the name there right next to it, and also check out the definition. You know, if you want to have it for reference. This is something that's really good to keep in your Book of Shadows. From this little guy, this is my new little citrine homie. He kind of feels slightly heavy in a sense, like it's like he digs down. I don't know why I keep on calling him he, but yeah. Feeling stones too is also very important when it comes to doing crystal grids. And crystal grids is almost like it's hard to explain. I'm going to do a full video on crystal grids. If I start explaining it now, then I'm going to be talking forever.
I have a much cooler looking citrine that looks like a vampire's tooth that got pulled out. It's actually pretty awesome. And it's already been polished, which is cool. And get my relaxed motorcycle grip hand. Yeah, I can feel this one.
So the other two, so the one that he was feeling previously is the lapis lazuli, but that's my stone that I own. And the two stones right now that I guess he has been feeling energy from are his own stones. These are stones that he picked out himself. So it makes sense that he would feel that energy because those stones called to him. It was just something that I guess he needed and that resonates with him better. So that's something to keep in mind when you're picking out stones or even jewelry that have stones on them.
And the obsidian had like a very tiny vibration. This one actually has a little bit more of like a pulsing. But it's a little bit faster. It's almost like pulse, 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 pulse. It's weird. That one is almost like as if it was just a vibration, really. And this one's a lot more subtle.
Something else that you can do when you're feeling stone's energy is when you have it in your hand, you can just have it set there and whatever. And so it has like a lot of energy just surrounding it and coming out. Something that you can do is just run your hand like right above it and just like touch that with its energy, and you almost feel like a magnet, like a kind of a magnet effect with it. Like when you have two magnets that shouldn't go together and they push apart a little bit, it kind of has that effect. And then you can kind of feel in your hand that energy change. It's really weird. It's freaking cool. I can feel it right now with this. It's so weird, but I can feel it. Do you want to try it?
You want me to pet the rock?
Don't touch the rock. Just...
You want me to pet the air around the rock?
Yes. You just go like... Don't laugh. Just go right above it. You don't have to say that. But it's like really weird. Maybe a little bit closer. Some of them are not as strong, like it doesn't go out as far. Do you feel anything when you do that? It's like, it's weird. It's like a slight change and it's right on your hand.
Of heat?
It's not heat, it's like something else. It's almost like, you know when there's two magnets, you try to put them together and they kind of push away? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I felt that, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It's cool. Yeah, it feels like it kind of wants to roll over just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
Do you want to try this one?
Yeah.
These, the ones that are pointed, it seems like they put out like a little bit of extra energy. They're very direct. So you can try standing that one on your hand and seeing if you feel anything. I get it pretty strong when I do it with that. And with this citrine that I have, I get it really good too. And I've done that before too on lapis lazuli, and I've done that. But this is something that can take practice. You know, some of us are not as sensitive to energy as others, you know. Some of us feel it really well, some of us don't. And there's something else I'm going to show you how to do here in a second. So this next thing is something that you can do with friends. I had two particular stones that I really loved to use for this. And I would do this with my friends to show them, you know, different sensations and feelings from energy. And how much they actually really feel when it comes to crystal energy. That's weird. But okay, so anyways, he didn't feel anything, but usually when I do that with these stones that I really love doing it with. They were 2 rose quartz crystals, and they were not tumbled. They were raw, really pretty. Love those things. And they really gave off really high vibration, and it connected to the stones like crazy. So I'm going to get 2 of my rose quartz and see if I can get anything to happen. But I don't know, I feel like it's not going to happen, seeing as that nothing happened already. But usually when I did it, some of my friends felt like the stone was just going to flip over in their hand. And if you watched it, it looked like there was slight movement from when it was happening. But, do you feel anything like...
I felt 2 things. It almost felt like your fingernail like just touched it a little bit, but you didn't. So the first time I thought that's what happened, and then I looked at it again, and then it did it again, and then you weren't touching it. Mm-hmm. But it almost like it was like a little micro flick. It was weird. I go in a circle.
It's funny that he ended up feeling something when I'm using rose quartz. Rose quartz is known to be one of the easiest stones to use in crystal ball gazing. It's a very calm stone, and it's very easy to basically, see the future in. So when you see people with crystal balls that are like clear and whatever, those are supposed to be like really hard to read from. But rose quartz is supposed to be one of the easiest and should be the first that you use when learning.
I felt that something just now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it weird? Oh, sorry, I touched you with my hand right there. It's funny because before we...
You're touching me underneath.
Oh, I am? Oh, sorry. Before we actually started doing this, he was like, are you sure you want me to be in your video? Because I don't think I'm going to feel anything. So I'm really happy that he's actually feeling something.
Felt something.
I'm getting like heat from you, like major heat. Not like regular body temperature heat, but it's like you're heating up.
It's because I'm hot. Oh, again.
I think it likes the really orange dark part of your stone, because I notice when I'm lingering over that, that's when you say you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's give it a quick second. So, right now, I just wanted to go over the stones that stood out the most, basically their definition, and what that might mean for the individual. I wanted to bring up lapis lazuli because this is one of his favorite stones, and the meaning of that, I'm going to be reading it from here. I'll try to probably put the words up if I can. It says, bonds, relationships, and love and friendship, and aid expressing feelings and emotions. Dissolves... What?
I've never seen that word before. It's... martyrdom? Yeah, martyrdom.
I don't know that.
I've never heard that word.
But it aids in it. No, it dissolves it. Cruelty and suffering, and dissolves emotional bondage. I feel that's contradicting.
Bonds, relationships, and love and friendship, and aid expressing feelings and emotions. Okay, so bonds, relationships, and love and friendship. Dissolves emotional bondage. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
I got this paper from Mystic Minds. Mm-hmm. I don't know who did this, but lapis lazuli was one of the stones that was used for scarabs back in the, times when Egyptians were using scarabs, I guess. And that's what they were being made from. So I remember that they were known to be an extremely, powerful stone with high energy, and they were even so awesome that they would even bury some of the people, and well, more so the kings, with these stones. They have fool's gold in them. What is that also called? Isn't that like
pyrite?
Pyrite. There we go. They do have pyrite in them, so they do have the properties of pyrite as well. But they are a great psychic stone, power stone for energy, and also love. This is stuff that I know. This isn't based on this paper. It says, encourages taking charge in life. I do remember that from this stone, so that's right. Reveals inner truth. Encourages self-awareness and allows self-expression without holding back or compromising. Brings enduring qualities of honesty, compassion, uprightness to the personality. So I don't know so much about these papers, but there was some truth in there. Some of the other stuff I didn't understand what's going on.
Okay, Citrine stimulates mental abilities, aids focus and clears the mind, enhances intuition and wisdom, and enhances creativity, relieves emotional distress, helps with healing on all levels, helps to remove toxins in the physical body. One of the best stones to use for abundance.
This stone is extremely powerful when it comes to enhancing the other qualities of other stones. So you could pair it up with a smoky quartz, which is really great for protection. So it will enhance the protection power. Same with pairing it up with anything else. Some of the stuff in there it was saying is true. Some things I didn't really know about that, but it is a really strong stone, especially for clearing the mind. It's something that's really good to use when you're getting ready to study or something. That's literally like a really good stone for that. Also, amber would be a good stone for that.
And also, in case you guys are wondering, the obsidian that I have and the citrine that I have, I actually had those since I was around 4 years old, and I've kept them throughout my entire life. They just mean something special to me. There's another stone that would be involved in this that I've had probably even longer than those, but someone lost it.
I didn't lose it.
It was my favorite stone. See, what if that stone right there would have made me believe?
You're mean. You felt something, okay?
That could have been spasms in my hand.
Are you serious?
How about we just grab something heavy and just try it again?
Oh my gosh.
I can just grab, like, I don't know, let's grab a phone, and then, like...
It vibrates.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
I got some candy over here.
So let's do rose quartz, since this was used a lot in what we are doing today. It gives inner peace and compassion, forgiveness, patience, and love of self. Soothes and balances, lifts depression, calms aggression, and soothes tension and resentment. Is said to increase fertility. All true. Very good stone for love, calmness. If you live in a household that has like a lot of fights and stuff, this is a stone that's really good to keep in all four corners of the home.
Obsidian. Absorbs negative energy. Pulls out old energy patterns that are no longer being used. Good to use regularly to clear the physical body of negative matter. Brings light into darkness, grounding and protective, which I find weird because it's black.
I know. But black isn't always bad. People associate black with devil stuff.
No, it's just weird. No, like it says
negative energy.
Brings light into darkness, but it's one of the darkest things you can get. kind of like a smoky quartz. It's like supposed to help you, help you out, see the way, but it's dark.
Smoky quartz. I love my smoky quartz so much. They're so pretty. And before we go, I would like to give a big shout out to my boyfriend, the Motorcycle Boss. If you're interested in any kind of DIYs, motorcycle stuff, go check him out. And even if not so much, you just want to show some support, go and subscribe to his channel so you can become a boss. I hope that video was helpful. If you guys ever try this out, let me know how it goes. Share what you felt, what you were feeling. If you didn't feel anything at all, please share that down in the comments below, and maybe I'll be able to, or someone else will be able to give you some tips on how to feel energy. This is something you can even post up on my Facebook page. So right there in the comments, right there in the frontness. I don't even know what to call that, but you can post it up right there, and anybody who is part of the wolf pack who is on that page will of course try to help, who have done it before. And I will too as well. I'll try to help as much as I can. I get a lot of messages, so it's hard for me to keep up with all of them. But yeah, you guys, we are almost to 20,000 subscribers, which means 20,000 Wolfpack members, but that means that we will be having my big awesome giveaway here soon. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and keep your eye open for that giveaway once we hit 20,000 pack members. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe so you can be a part of the Wolf Pack. Talk to you guys later. Goodbye and blessed be.